Ça, mets-toi avec, voilà. I love France. I have one friend in France. Best friend.
Merci.
Arigato.
I'm an artist. I have a piece. This is for art. And if you don't mind, I want to present for you.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.